And welcome everybody joining me right here on Zoom, and welcome to everyone joining us wherever you are connecting today, or whenever actually you are connecting. It doesn't have to be today. Some people watch these on our Facebook page or our YouTube channels at different times. So it's good to be together across space and time. We've become gods, I guess. We're just a few seconds from getting started. I invite you to close your eyes. And as we begin, we start by paying attention to any place in our body where we might hold tension or stress, consciously, mindfully releasing and relaxing. Always insisting on allowing the belly to rise fully and freely with every in-breath, and also making sure that we relax completely the muscles of the face. We store emotional tension in the belly. And we store mental tension on the face. So consciously, ongoingly, throughout the meditation, actually, checking back to make sure that neither the belly nor the face is tensed again is a good way to ensure deeper meditation practice. Now turn your attention onto the sensations of the breath touching the walls of the nose, coming in and going out. You can check in with your breath. What is the quality of the breath right now? It's a little exercise you can do, by which I mean you can kind of do a little check-in with your breath. Is the breath deep or shallow? Is it fast or slow? Is it coming through the left nostril mostly, or the right one? And you can gauge whether it's like a 60-40, 70-30 on one side versus the other, or maybe it's 50-50 coming in and out equally through both nostrils right now. And also through the meditation you can get a sense if that's changing. So from time to time, just pay attention again on the quality of the breath. And as you stay there with your little check-in, allow my voice to recede in the background as I invite us into practice. And as I invite all of us into chanting Shalom, bringing into our meditation energies of peace and wholeness, harmony and completeness. And so if you're chanting with me, I invite you to draw a breath for Shalom. Shalom. After the chant, we allow the body to find once again, if you chanted with me, the natural rhythm of its own breath. And as you do that, allow me to invite the angels to come and meditate with us. Uriel, divine light or divine fire, comes to sit in front of us. Uriel is the pillar of Sakranut, curiosity. Also the angel that shines its brightness into our minds, keeping us alert and awake, fighting with us any slumber, any torpor, any dullness. On our left comes to sit Gavriel, divine strength or divine courage, the pillar of discipline, steadfastness, Hatmada in Hebrew, keeping us steadfastly, diligently glued to the object of our meditation. Currently, the sensations of the breath touching the inner walls of our nose. Glued. Behind us comes to sit Raphael, divine healing presence, the pillar of Savlanut, patience, the healing presence of loving kindness, keeping us lovingly engaged in our practice, patiently going back to the object of meditation every time we get distracted, lovingly holding ourselves, never beating ourselves up. When we get distracted, never indulging in negative self-talk, and staying away from any limiting beliefs. Finally, on our right comes to sit Archangel Michael, Michael. Its name means who is like God. The pillar of Ishtavut, equanimity, non-reaction, non-attachment, non-involvement. And we can imagine these angels sitting by our sides or know them to be part of who we are. Inside of us, ready to be activated at any moment in our meditation to support us. And these angels speak with us a kavana, an intention, that I might recognize awakened awareness now for the greatest good of all. That I might recognize awakened awareness now for the greatest good of all. If you have come here to practice have a specific goal in mind for your meditation today, I always suggest that you use this space to do just that. My meditation this morning invited Raphael. So it's kind of been the theme for my day. I'd like to share with you and invite you to join me perhaps. Again, you can always do whatever your practice requires today. the healing practice of loving kindness, gemilut chasadim, but toward myself. That is what Raphael whispered in my ear this morning. To hold myself in loving kindness. So I'd like to invite you to sit with Raphael today. To imagine Raphael wrapping its wings around you, keeping you warm, putting its hand on your shoulders like a transmission, a hands-on transmission of healing, radiating throughout your entire body. Opening your heart to energies of loving kindness toward your own being, cocooned in the embrace of Raphael. Our Torah tells us, "Ve'ahavta lere'echa kamocha." Love your neighbor as yourself. But we can't love our neighbor before we find a way to love ourselves. And in order to love ourselves, we have to accept ourselves exactly as we are. Limited as we are, flawed as we are. Dare I say, a little bit broken as we are. And to not see these flaws, these broken shards of self, these limitations negatively, but to see them as also creating the unique persona that we embody. And so to embrace them as well. The mantra that comes to mind, if you choose to follow it, is maybe paradoxically, Ken Yehi Ratzon, usually translated as Thy will be done. And I feel that directed at myself in this practice of acceptance. Thy will be done. Like to understand this as the will of God or the will of the universe, whatever we hold, to have shaped me over time and through the twists and turns, the ups and downs of this life, to have become who I am right now. the achievements and the losses, the joys and the pains. Thy will was done. Life, God, whatever we want to call that. So I can allow myself to relax into the fullness of who I am and hold myself with Raphael in loving kindness. Ken Yehi Ratzon. Your will has shaped me. Ken. Yes. So with your out breath, you can speak this in Hebrew, Ken Yehi Ratzon, toward, or in English, Thy will is done, directed at yourself. And since Raphael is sitting behind us, it is a way to heal the past, to heal what's behind us, and say, Ken Yehi Ratzon, Thy will was done. Amen. Every out breath, Ken Yehi Ratzon. Gently we let go of our meditation, taking a couple deeper breaths perhaps to help us transition, allowing the body to stretch if it feels that the body needs to do so. I'd like to invite you today to join me in spending the day in loving kindness and acceptance of self. Not a bad way to spend the day. Maybe we can even do it tomorrow, but one day at a time. We'll close with our Shalom chant as we dedicate this practice to all beings and pray that all beings might know Shalom in their lives, in their hearts, in their world. Modani. Thank you, everyone.
Moda, Ani.
Moda Ani. Thank you.
Thank you.
Modani, thank you.
And take care, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.